How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Unknown Capital. Today I'm going to be doing match week 32 predictions. So essentially there's 10 different games and I'm going to be predicting all the 10 different scores. I'm going to get some special guests on. So let's get right into the video. So guys, let's start with the first game. So the first game we got Newcastle versus Wolves. And for Newcastle, it's not been great. They've lost They lost 3 or 5. And some of the game against Everton was very close. The game against Chelsea was very close. But they switched off at the worst time, which allowed the likes of Alex Iwobi to score 90+8, if I'm not wrong. And then Kai Havertz to score in the 86th minute. But at the end of the day, Newcastle being 14th position doesn't guarantee anything. There's still 8 games left and it's so close.
By the way, it's 15th.
15th position. Okay, so I said 14th, 15th. So being 15th position doesn't guarantee anything. Then 8 games is so close. Okay, the likes of Everton are not performing right now. The likes of Watford, the likes of Newcastle, Burnley are not performing. But even then, they could have a decent run of form. And the next thing you know, a couple of losses can put you even close into the relegation battle. But let's move on to Wolves. Wolves have actually been doing very decent. Like, I think they've won the lost. If I'm not wrong, I've won the lost 3 out of the 5 games. I think right now they're in 6th position. 8th position, sorry. Then 8th position, but they're 3 points of Man United. But Man United, I think, have 1 game in hand to them. But even then, imagine Man United go and lose to Everton. And that puts Wolves level on points with us. If Wolves go out here, perform really well, Raul Jimenez starts scoring goals, Ruben Neves starts scoring goals. You never know, like United could even drop even below them, and then this could be Wolves to get into Europe. Yes, getting to Europe is going to be very difficult right now because there's only one Europa League position up for grabs, and I think there's only 1 Conference League position up for grabs, and I don't think so.
It's 2 Europa Leagues, 1 Conference League, and Wolves has 31 games played, and United has 30 games played.
So yeah, as the cameraman said, so Wolves are 1 game ahead of us. But at the end of the day, if Wolves win this game, imagine they go and beat Newcastle 2-3-0, and then Man United go and do in true Man United fashion, get a draw, we'll only be 2 points away. And United going forward, we have some tough games coming up. We've got the likes of Liverpool, we've got the likes of we played Mancity. I think we still have Liverpool to play. I think we still have Chelsea to play, if I'm not wrong. So
Chelsea's been postponed.
But even then, we still have to play them sooner or later. So
Arsenal,
yeah. So if I was Wolves, yes, you might think it's over. I can't catch up to the 5th, the 6th, or the 4th position. But you never know. You can just have a good form of runs, and that's what I think Wolves need to do. So what I'm going to predict in this game, I think it's going to be a close game. And Wolves actually have a better record away than home. I think that this season they gained 23 points at home and 26 points away. So it's not so they're comfortable with playing away. So at the end of the day, it could be. I think it's going to be a very, very close game. I'm going to predict 1-1 draw. So guys, let's move on to the next game. So the next game, we've got Everton versus Man United. But before I get into the prediction, Harrison, come on, give me your prediction. So we're joined here by HY. He's going to be giving some of his opinion on the games, and we're going to do a prediction together. So Everton against Man United. So this is Man United away at Goodison Park. And Everton have not had the best run of form. They've lost 4 of the 5 games. The last game they've actually won is the game against Newcastle, where they won in the 90+7th minute where Alex Iwobi scored. But they've looked abysmal this season, absolutely abysmal. And even though Everton still have 2 games in hand to Watford, they're still in a relegation battle, in my opinion. Okay, yes, Watford are 3 points away from them. Okay, Everton do have 2 games in hand, but the form of Everton's going, if Watford go and beat Leeds, and Everton lose against Man United, it's only one game difference with level on points. So do you think this is a must-win for Everton? And yeah, this is also a must-win for United. If we have any chance of getting top 4, because Arsenal losing yesterday 3-0 to Crystal Palace gives us so much opening and so much gives us so much importance. That losing is so important for top 4, because Arsenal had 2 games in hand, but only had one game in hand against us now. So yeah. Do you think how important do you think it's for Everton?
For Everton, it's very important, even though they got 5 points. They are 5 points away from relegation zone.
Yeah.
I think it's still important because they still have to. They're still in a battle with Watford and whoever is above them. So I think it's a very important game, and at the same time, I think it's a very important game for United because they're only 3 points away from top 4.
Yeah,
But if they do win against Everton, they'll be tied, but they'll be just above Arsenal. No,
Yeah.
sorry, below Arsenal.
Yeah, so right now, Everton have had an abysmal away record. I think the last game they won was in Brighton when August 28th, and they haven't won a game away from that. I think they've got most of the wins at home. I think they've got six of the wins, and I think they only got one win away. So basically, Goodison Park's where they win most of the game. But they do have the quality to. What's the word? They do have the quality to be Man United, and this happened early in the season when they got a draw against Roma. And Anders Townsend scored, and he started doing the Ronaldo celebration, and absolutely pissed off every Man United fan. And the form which United's going on right now, this can easily happen. Yeah. Look at the quality of Richarlison.
The amount of chances that United have, and they always ball it, and at the same time they should have done better when it came to the last game against Leicester.
Against Leicester, I just feel like we didn't look ready for anything. Like Leicester were all over us. David De Gea had to make a couple of crucial saves, and the VAR to turn away that goal. Like we didn't create that many chances, and I feel like us going away at Goodison Park. Yes, United have a decent away record. We have gained a decent amount of points away, but this is going to be a tough game for United. So give me your predictions.
I'm gonna be biased because I'm a United fan. I'm gonna say it's 2-1.
I'm gonna go 1-0 United. So guys, the next game we have Southampton against Chelsea. Southampton at home. So Southampton at home have been pretty decent this season. I think they've got most of the wins at home. I think they've got 6 out of 8 wins at home this season. I think even 6 out of most of the wins is at home. And with Chelsea, they've recently got battered against Brentford 4-1. Like that was abysmal. That was absolutely abysmal from Chelsea. And when Thomas Tuchel doesn't play 5 at the back, you can clearly see how much he affected him and how much he affected the team so much. But with Southampton, with the international break, couldn't not come sooner. They only got 1 win out of the last 5. They got battered. They got battered by Leeds. Got battered by Watford. They got battered by what's another team, my friend? Newcastle. Yes, they got battered by Newcastle. They didn't get battered by Newcastle. They lost 2-1 against Newcastle. They lost 2-1 against Watford, and they lost 4-0 against Aston Villa. But ever since the international breaks restarted, the games against Leeds, they should have really scored more. They struggled a bit there, but James Ward-Prowse absolutely had a nice, beautiful free kick which helped them salvage a draw. And I feel like this game is gonna be Chelsea for me. I feel like Chelsea, the likes of Kai Havertz, the likes of Timo Werner. Okay, Timo Werner is not much anymore. I saw the cameraman's face, but Timo Werner can still put a shift in. Lukaku, I'm just saying. Oh, look at all the players Chelsea have. And yes, James Ward-Prowse has got 8 goals this season. Chet Adams has got 8 goals this season. I can't say that guy's name. You know what I'm talking about. Mohamed. I'm just gonna call him Mohamed. The striker for Southampton's got I think 9 goals this season. So they can score goals, but the only problem is they sometimes just don't play. Like with Southampton, you know what Southampton you're getting. One day you can get Southampton which are unreal, and another day you can get Southampton which are mediocre at best. So my prediction for this, I think Southampton could do something because Chelsea got a game in midweek against Real Madrid, and they might start resting a few players because the following week they got a big game in the FA Cup against Crystal Palace. So my prediction, I'm gonna go. Tell me Southampton. I'm gonna go 1-0 Southampton. So guys, we got a battle of the relegation. We got Leeds against Watford. Leeds have actually had a decent form of run recently. I think they won the last 2 games out of 5. I think they beat the likes of Southampton. They made a comeback. They made a comeback against one more team, which is not in my head right now. But
they drew against Southampton and they won against Wolves. 3-2.
Oh, okay. So yeah, they have a decent form of run ever since Jesse Marsch has come in. He's given a bit of optimism, a bit of hope to the team. Yes, they're not in the relegation. I think they were 15th right now. If not,
Cameraman says they are
15th, right?
16th.
Okay, 16th. So Newcastle's 15th, right?
Yep, but they're 1 point difference.
Okay, so 1 point difference. And what's the point difference to Watford?
8.
8. Okay, so
it's not really. It's not.
It's
big of a huge difference. At the same time, it's still part of the relegation.
Yeah, well, 100%. Like Watford, they want to get out of the relegation zone. They don't want to be that team who comes up every year and goes down every year. So for Leeds, it's a very important game because they want to make sure that they have security in this league. Yes, they're missing the likes of Rafinha, missing the likes of Bamford. I think that's two crucial players for Leeds. And Leeds have conceded an abysmal amount of goals. Cameraman, guess how many goals they've conceded this season?
I don't know, but the goal difference is minus 33.
76 goals. They've conceded 76 goals this season.
Jesus Christ.
And Watford have conceded, I think, 65. The only reason Watford have not done that was because the defenses are abysmal. If they signed two decent defenders this year, they could have easily made sure that they kept safety in this league. And I feel like this game, it's going to be a deadlock game. Like, it's going to be both teams like kind of trying. I feel like Watford is going to give more than Leeds. I feel like Leeds are going to play more conservative and make sure that they don't concede any goals, because Leeds defense is they're letting goals in left, right and centre. And okay, yes, under Jesse Marsh it's still changed a little bit, but even then they're still conceding a decent amount of goals. So my prediction for Watford against Leeds, I'm going to go Leeds 2-0. Guys, the next game which we have is Arsenal vs Brighton. If I didn't see the Arsenal vs Crystal Palace game, I would have said Arsenal would win this by a contra amount. But getting popped 3-0 against Crystal Palace really puts them down my head. Like Arsenal, they've been very good this season. Like when you watch Arsenal play, and you can really see Arteta has kind of figured it out. He's tried his best, and you can see they actually play good football at times. You got the likes of what's the name? Bukayo Saka, I think has got 9 goals, 10 assists this season. Smith Rowe, I think has got 10 goals this calendar year. Martin Odegaard, who's been very, very crucial for them. But Brighton have a very abysmal away record. Is the game home or away? Wait, the game is away. Brighton away is very bad. They've lost the last 4 out of the 5 games, and in the last 5 games they only scored 1 goal. Like, let's take this into your mind, 1 goal. And they couldn't beat Norwich City. Norwich are basically going down. They're on 18 points in last position. Come on, like, you need to be beating. You need to be beating Norwich. And if I was Arsenal, yes, the game against Crystal Palace was kind of was just a blip. It was one of those games which just went wrong. But I just feel like Arsenal, and the way Arteta sets them up, he's going to go back to his ways, and I feel like it could be a thrashing at the Emirates for Brighton. Brighton don't have a very good away record, and as I said, scoring 1 goal in the last 5 games doesn't give me any kind of optimism for them. New Mopey missed a penalty. He seems like he's just not on form. Graham Potter's is getting it all wrong. So my prediction for this game, I'm gonna go 3-0 Arsenal. So guys, let's move on to the last game of Saturday. We got Aston Villa versus Tottenham. Like Tottenham, somehow they made a comeback for top 4 like 3 weeks ago. I didn't think Tottenham want to make it. They had a loss against I forgot who, but ever since then they got 4 wins on the row. Dismantled Newcastle, beat West Ham in the London derby pretty convincingly. So, and the likes of Son, who's firing on cylinders. Harry Kane, who's everyone said in the start of the season, his stats are shit, but 10 goals, 12 assists. Son, 14 goals, 10 assists. Like every year, Kane finds a way to just score goals. Okay, yes, 10 goals is nowhere near what he does most of the other seasons, but 10 goals, 12 assists. Come on, that's good. And the likes of Kulusevski. Yeah, Kulusevski. He's got 5 assists in his last 4 games. Like he's been an exceptional signing for them. And defensively, they've looked pretty stable. Like, okay, yes, they conceded an early goal against Newcastle, but after that, like Eric Dyer a year ago under Mourinho, I thought he was absolutely washed up. But guess what Antonio Conte did? He went out there, signed the likes of Emerson Royal, signed the likes of who's the right back? I always forget his name. But Ben Davis, who I thought was also washed up, secured himself pretty well.
But yeah,
Christian Romero, thank you. Christian Romero, who's the right back, who's doing absolute bits. And Aston Villa have not had the best form of run, like the best the best games recently. They've won only 3 games of the last 5. They drew, I believe, the last game. I think maybe they could have lost or drew, and they lost the game before. And yes, under Steven Gerrard, you know that with Aston Villa, the team is going to be set up exceptionally well. Everyone knows the roles, but can they beat the likes of Tottenham, who are putting a great push on top 4, have won the last 4 out of the last 5? I don't think so they can. Okay, yes, Philippe Coutinho has got 4 assists ever since he's come in, and I think 3 goals. Yes, he's firing on all cylinders. Ollie Watkins 10 goals this season, but I'm gonna go 2-0 Spurs. So guys, let's start with the first game on Sunday. The first game on Sunday, we got Leicester against Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace are absolutely buzzing, getting a 3-0 win out of Arsenal. They actually dominated the most of the game. Like, yes, Arsenal had a few chances here and there, but what a game from Conor Gallagher, what a game from Wilfried Zaha, what a game from Jordan Ayew. And Leicester this season have just been a bit, they've just been a bit subpar. Like, this is not the Leicester quality which we have. Okay, yes, they've missed on the last 2 seasons. They've notoriously missed on the top 4, bottled in the last few games. But even then, like, Brendan Rodgers, what he's done with Leicester, this is not good for with any fashion. Like, yes, this game doesn't really matter in the table in any way in my head, because right now, like, Crystal Palace are in 9th position. They ain't gonna get Europa League football. Leicester, the only way they're gonna get Europa League football is to win the Conference League. But I feel like it's good. It's just gonna be one of those games. It's gonna be bang average. Like, yes, the likes of Harvey Barnes and James Maddison have recently come into fruition for the likes of Leicester. I don't know how these motherfuckers didn't get a call up for England. Like, James Maddison has been pretty decent this season. He should have got a call up for England. But I don't know why does no Gareth Southgate like any Leicester players. I don't know. It's really weird in my head. And Crystal Palace, they're gonna be buzzing to come coming off a win. Like a big team like Arsenal, who have been pretty good this season. And I feel like Crystal Palace back at home this coming game is going to be very good. And I feel like Leicester playing away, they've been pretty subpar. But okay, yes, they got the recent 1-1 draw against Man United. They should have maybe won the game, but at the end of the day, does this game really mean a lot to the Premier League? Not really. The following week, I think Crystal Palace got a big semi-final game against Chelsea. And then, on Thursday, Leicester's got a big game in the Conference League. I forgot what. I think it's Slavia Prague, if I'm not wrong. So in my opinion, I'm going to go for 2-0 Palace. So guys, the next game we have is Burnley against Norwich City. Does this game mean a lot? No. Essentially, do I think Norwich and Burnley are going to make out of the relegation zone? I don't want to be that guy, but no, they ain't going to make it. Like, Burnley have lost all the last 5. And Norwich have basically lost 4 out of the 5. And the game against Brighton should have really won, but they absolutely bottled it. And this game does mean a lot in the relegation battle, but
They lost 4 of the last 5 games, Burnley.
Oh, okay. Who did they draw to then?
Crystal Palace.
Okay, sorry. So both teams have lost 4 of the last 5. Like, does it? Do I think the likes of Everton is gonna go down? I don't think so. And I feel like the relegation battle is pretty much set right now. I think Watford are gonna go down. Then Burnley's gonna go down, and then Norwich is already down. 18 points. It's looking pretty terrible. And I feel like this game is probably going to be the most important for Burnley, because I think they're the only team who can kind of try to make out the relegation zone, but Jean Dyche can't use his tactics anymore. They sold the likes of Chris Wood, who was a very crucial striker for them, who's going to Newcastle right now. Oh yes, he's not the best time at Newcastle, but even then, I think he's got 5 goals and 3 assists. So at the end of the day, with Norwich, what do I say? Timu Pukki. Okay, yes, he's got some goals this season, but does it mean a lot when you're on 18 points? No, it doesn't. With Norwich, everyone knows what Norwich does. They come every year, get that Premier League 90 million, then they fuck off back again, and they come back again. It's just an endless repeat of cycle. Like, if Norwich thought they could come into the Premier League without signing no players, and Burnley thought they could still be in the Premier League without signing no quality players. Okay, yes, Norwich did get the likes of Billy Gilmore and Brandon Williams on loan, but these people are relatively inexperienced. One guy is I think 18 years old, another guy's 19. Like, You need some experienced defenders sometimes, or experienced players to just make sure you can win 1 or 2. So my prediction for this is going to be 3-0 Burnley. So guys, let's move on to the next game. So the next game is Brentford against West Ham. Before making my prediction, let's bring the special guest. Harrison, come on in. He's back for another prediction, guys. So it's Brentford at home against West Ham. I feel like West Ham have not had the best away record. I feel like at home they dominate pretty well. Yes, they got a nice good win against Everton, 2-1, a convincing 2-1 win. But then you look at Brentford. Brentford have just gone away to Chelsea and just absolutely popped them 4-1. So I don't know how to think of this. Yes, Brentford do have the talent, but the only reason I think West Ham could lose this game because they have an important Europa League game on the Thursday against Lyon. So how fit are all the players going to be ready to? All the best players going to be ready to be fit on for Sunday. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Playing on Thursday and then playing again on Sunday is not very easy. Like Brentford don't have that thing. For them, they're only playing on Sunday, and West Ham want to make a good run in the Europa League because if they win the Europa League, they can get into the Champions League next year. And I feel like top 4 is a bit of a touchy subject right now because
they're all like there's like 5 teams fighting for top 4.
And I don't know if West Ham have enough squad depth to have all this like take a push for top 4, then take a push in the Europa League. Brentford might just sneak a 1-0 victory against West Ham.
I think it could be a draw, 1-1.
I could see a draw as well. So
I think it could be a 1-1 draw.
So I'm going for a 1-0 Brentford win, and Harrison's going for a 1. Let's move on to the most important game of the season: Man City versus Liverpool.
Wait, hold on. Wait, you can't do this without me, mate. This is the most crucial game for both teams, yeah? And you don't invite me. Are you crazy?
I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Some people attack you. I've seen some keyboard warriors saying your knowledge of football is some bit questionable sometimes. But you know what? It's not always about the knowledge. Sometimes you just need to think from the heart and just give a prediction.
Exactly.
So
it was all about the prediction.
Yeah.
It's all about the prediction.
Like, yes, you can use all these figures and stats to predict stuff. But like, what makes football and any sport like the beauty, like sometimes having the underdog come out, and when you predict one team to beat like another team when you won't expect it, like the Leicester to win the league. But okay, let's not talk about this.
I always say this when it comes to football. Anything can happen in football.
In any sport.
Look what happened to Chelsea. 4-1
Yeah, Chelsea lost 4-1. But
exactly.
But
they lost.
But let's talk about probably the most crucial game for Liverpool and Man City. Let's start with Man City. Why is this game so crucial? Because Liverpool are right behind them with just 1 point difference.
On their ass, blood.
Literally, they're on the ass with 1 point difference. So if Man City get a win, that will be 4 points clear, and that's very crucial right now because Liverpool are trying to go for the quadruple. Yes, both teams have a very tough game on midweek. I feel like Liverpool have an easier game than
Benfica.
Yeah, but Benfica, you can never underestimate that.
Exactly, and like I said, anything can happen.
Like with Liverpool against Benfica, you know what Benfica are going to do? They're going to sit back and try to counter-attack.
They're going to defense they're going to do a lot of defense as much as they can, and then they're going to attack when they have the chance.
Literally, and this is going to sing for Man City because Diego Simeone football. Everyone has to stay back, and then when you get a chance, counter-attack. But we're doing the Premier League prediction, so I don't know. In my opinion, this game can go either way. Liverpool
literally could,
because Liverpool they want to make a comeback. They want to get the quadruple. Yes, they already won the Carabao Cup. Next now they have a pretty relatively easy fixture in the Champions League. So imagine they get a win right now, and then after that, Liverpool have a decent run of games to outcome.
You can't say that because if you think about it, are you talking about Premier League only?
Yeah, Premier League only.
Okay. So if you think about Premier League only, maybe Liverpool does have a chance, but Liverpool got United as well.
Yeah.
United. Okay, understandable. United are the best right now in their thing, but to have them back to back is very tough.
But I feel like for both teams, this is so important. Yes, Man City win the Premier League every year or every alternative year.
Yeah.
It's kind of become their league, but they want to win the Champions League. For them,
I think for them,
I've been have a decent run of games. Recently beat Watford 2-0. But Man City have been dropping some crucial points. When they dropped the points against Crystal Palace, you thought, oh, it's getting juicy now. And this is what we love about football. Yes, I don't want to see either team win the Premier League, but it's certain that one of the team is going to win the Premier League at this given moment. Like this is what it is at the end of the day. So you have the likes of Mo Salah, the likes of Mane, the likes of Jota, the likes of Luis Diaz come into the system and absolutely just thrived. But even
Thiago, Henderson, Fabinho.
You can say the same thing of Man City. Looks the likes of
Bernardo Silva,
absolutely unreal.
Raheem Sterling's doing bits.
Yeah, Phil Foden, unreal. And the last game was a 2-2 draw.
De Bruyne.
This is the one to watch game.
This is 100% the most crucial game.
Determines the next 7 games or the next 8 games how both teams are going to be. Guys, please like, subscribe, put in your comments all the different, all your predictions. Who do you think is going to win? Do you agree with us? Put in the comments what teams, what videos you want me to make. I will see you later. Peace.